Welcome back to the channel. So basically, guys, how this goes is women get to pick and choose what they want to do when they're young. Very much so. They have a lot of leverage. We know this. But majority of them today take things way too far for way too long. And this is going to cause them to struggle in the long haul to get commitment from the men that they want commitment from. It's all fun and games, bro, until it all turns around. Because you know who has the leverage later on? You know who calls the shots later on? The men that did the work. We say yes or no to relationships. We say yes or no to marriage. Women hold the key to the initial interactions, sex, all this stuff. We hold the key to who we allow commitment from. We're not trying to commit to a woman. A woman is trying to commit to us. So, if they were smart, if modern women today were smart, they would use their youth to their advantage. They would lock down one of the better men that they're going to see around. But here's the thing. They don't think like we think. They don't think logically. And this is why it's going to get ugly. Because, bro, women today have so much freedom. They think they can just make their own decisions throughout life and it's just all going to work out. And it's just not the truth because, bro, women since the beginning of time, obviously things have changed. Women since the beginning of time were led in the right direction. As far as I'm concerned, they're all going in the wrong direction. They're literally not all up, bro. They are. And they can. I mean, yes are. Yes can. Yes are. But they're not going to like what's coming later on, which is why it's going to get ugly. Men are leaving these women behind. I'm not saying relationships don't exist at all today because it does. These are the women that make the right decisions and the right choices earlier on in life. When they have value, when they have nice things to offer. We as men, we value youth, beauty, purity. So if we cannot get that from a woman off the initial get-go, it's a no-go. Why do we want a woman who's on her older side, who's at the tail end of her prime, who's had all these experiences with men? They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to talk about this. We don't want that. You're not ours. You're for everybody. And it's an embarrassment to us. It's an embarrassment to men who has done the work. And I understand there's lots of men out there who have not done the work, who will gladly take you, but you don't even want them. And even if you do get with one of those guys because you can't get the man you want, you're going to leave him anyways. So women will perpetually make themselves single. We will be single because they made the wrong moves, and the women we want almost don't exist today. Now, doesn't that sum this up in a nutshell? It's a complicated world. And women of this generation decided not to listen to anything we are saying. They don't care what we want. They care about themselves and themselves only. And in the current moment, that's all they care about. That's what's going to turn this whole shit ugly. Because, bro, I just turned 30 over summer. I will be single for life if I don't get what I want. I am not, bro, taking lesser than what I know I deserve. I put in the work. I can't speak for every man, but for example, for me, I put in the work. I've had multiple times the girl I wanted, multiple times, and sometimes shit happens. You split up. But I need that, and I need to keep that, and I will not have anything else. Nothing. I don't want anything else. I need that, and I need it to be consistent. I need that, and I can't have one of these women that I have committed to before going crazy on me, because that shit happens, bro. Things pop up. Things that you didn't see at first, you're starting to see them because these women get more comfortable. They're showing you their true colors. They're showing you a lot of stuff, and it's like, man. It's a complicated world, and it's tough to be a man today, but what do you do? You almost have to be, not almost, you do. You have to be just as selfish in your own ways, and you got to make them conform because women are supposed to conform. And they don't want to hear that. They don't like to hear it. I ain't conforming to no man. I ain't, well, what do you think a relationship is? Equal? Equality? It's about respect. It's about two people forming into one and having the utmost respect for each other. I respect you. You respect me. I'm the man of the house. I lead. You listen. And obviously, I will listen to what you have to say and your needs. But you have to respect me. You can't act crazy. You can't act single sometimes. Women just pick and choose, bro, what they want to do and when they want to do it, which is why everything is shit today. Everything. Bro, every single woman you talk to is a walking red flag, bro. A walking red flag. And if she's not, she's too old. She's over the hill. She's out of her prime, if not at the tail end of it, which I don't want. You guys want that? We couldn't have her best years. We're at the beginning of our best years. Of course they want us badly now because they're in a position where they're about to get screwed. And they know. I don't understand, bro, because let's say, for example, for myself, I'm in the beginning of my best years, bro. It's already begun, but it's just beginning. And I don't even want to just go around, sleep around, taking advantage of a bunch of women, all these younger girls just doing all this stuff. Like, I don't even want to do that, bro. I'd prefer to not be so greedy, even though I can do that. I'd prefer to not be so greedy and to stick with one. Why not? When they're in their prime, when they're in the beginning of their prime, they want to be a hoe. I'm not lying. I wouldn't be saying this stuff if it wasn't true. Bro, it's what they're doing. We all know it. Look at what they're doing. They're doing it, bro. They're doing it. There's very few today who actually get in a relationship and just stick in that relationship. Some do. There's just not many. So, yeah, they want to be hoes, bro. They want to be the best 304s possible. And then expect one day to get commitment, which they can from somebody, but it's going to be somebody they don't really want, which is why it doesn't work out. They get together and it ends within months, maybe a year. And now they're starting to panic. Because it's like the guys they want, bro, they know these guys don't want them for real. You know why they don't want them for real? Because they're not even a woman, bro. They're like a reptile that's been ran through, that's soulless, that has all this experience, bro. You want to commit to that? You can't do it. You literally cannot do it, bro. You can tell which women are there and the women that are not. You can tell. I know which ones are on the more purer side and the ones that are not. And they cannot fool me, bro. Like, they can put on whatever act they want. At least within a few months, bare minimum, bro. You're going to know. And every man has a different standard. Some guys will take just about anything. But guys like myself, not a chance, bro. Not a chance. So it is what it is. It's getting ugly. It's getting ugly, and this is only the beginning of the ugly. It's going to get ugly, bro. It's going to get bad. It's going to get real bad. And these women, bro, are in over their necks. And they cannot swim in these deep waters. So essentially, they're fucked. Quite literally. I wish it wasn't this way. I wish the world was better. I wish people were better. But it's not how this world has gone. This is a worldwide problem. Not just where I'm from. Everywhere. Women are bad, bro. And when I say women, I don't mean every single one of them. You guys know what I mean. The women that are single. These types, you know. There's some women that are single. They could be good girls. They could be better women, but they're also struggling. You could say it goes both ways to some degree. I just think women are getting up a lot more. A lot more. It's not even close, bro. It's not even close because for the men that want commitment, you need a woman who also wants commitment, that wants it at the right time. When they wait too long and they go past that time, they go over the hill and they're starting to go down. Why would you want something like that when you're on top of the mountain? You don't. Bro, there's nothing inside of yourself that could possibly accept that. You don't want it, bro. I have given a few women, bro, within the last, I was in a relationship last year, and since then, a couple more probably, I have given them a shot. Fail. 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 So, who will prevail? We don't know. We don't know who's going to prevail. We do everything on our end that we should. Do they? No, they don't. So, this is where we're at. And there's an overwhelming amount of men that I speak with, that I know in real life. It's the exact same thing, bro. This isn't just my opinion. This is what's going on in the world. This is reality. This is no opinion. This is reality. And these young women today are going nuts. They're going clubbing. They're going nuts. You can take someone's hand, bro, and just go home with them in a flick of a finger. And is that respectable? It's not respectable, bro. You're not going to respect them. No matter how hot they are, you're not going to respect that. If you can get them to stop doing that shit before it gets too late, there is a chance. I don't think any woman around is perfect. You just don't want to get them too late, bro. You don't want to get them too late to the point where they spent 3, 4, 5 years in university. Every weekend they're at different parties, they're at different clubs, they're at different venues, they're at different places. And they sleep with a random guy almost every weekend. Sometimes Friday and Saturday. So you don't want someone who goes over that hill and they have a notch count of 50 plus. Probably, bro, there's some women out here, bro. They got 100 body count. You never know. And that's disgusting. You cannot wife that, bro. You know what she's used to? She's not used to one guy. Women create a pattern where they repeatedly do those things. They can't just stop and stick to one guy. They say, oh yeah, I could, because I'm making the choice now to do it, blah, blah, blah. They can do it for a second and then it ends. And they go back to what they were doing again. It could last a year, possibly 2, maybe 5 months, 6 months. They will return to the streets because that's what they're programmed to do. That is what they program themselves to do, is to go to the streets like they were for many, many years and get ran through, used. A lot of these guys too, bro, it's gross, man. It's gross. Some of these women, bro, 9s and pretty well 10s. 8s and a halves, 9s, 9s and a halves. Some of the prettier girls you're going to see around, bro, you'd be disgusted to see who they allow to smash. And maybe not every guy is that bad, but bro, some of the guys that these women let hit, disgusting, bro. They just do it, man. They're gross. Women can be gross, bro. Nasty. And that's the thing. And it won't be me wifing up one of those. Absolutely not. That's disgusting. Somebody probably will do it. Won't be me. Won't be any of my friends. We have these conversations, bro. It won't be us. And I'm telling you this now. I've done many coaching calls. I've talked to people, bro. There's some guys, man, they'll do it, bro. And it's crazy, bro. You guys are nuts. You guys do not hold yourself to a high enough standard, bro. Like you're getting the worst from them, bro. The worst, is that what you think you deserve, bro? You don't deserve anything better. You think that's what you deserve because that's what you're doing. Those are the guys that'll take anything, bro. They'll take anything. They'll take a woman past her prime. They'll take a woman who's had all these experiences with men. They're just happy to be on board with her now, and she looks kind of good and stuff like this. But buddy, you're about to get humiliated and left. That's just how it's going to go. So I don't see why these guys would even consider that, bro, because you're going down anyways. It's a crazy world, bro. Quite literally crazy, man. So this is where we're at. The world's gone nuts. Women's gone nuts. And you guys know what relationships are built off of? Trust. Relationships are built off of caring about your partner's wants and needs. I'm not going to do anything when I'm with a girl that she don't like. No way, bro. What? I'm with her. Why would I do shit that's going to affect her? I'm just not. I'm not going to go out to the clubs with my friends and drink when I'm with an actual girl. Like actually together? No. Absolutely not. Should be vice versa. She shouldn't be going out with you. You shouldn't be going out with her. Or, I mean, she shouldn't be going out without you. You shouldn't be going out without her. If you go out, for example, that's just one thing out of many. But in a relationship, bro, you have to care about your partner's needs. You can't be doing some crazy shit that's going to make them unhappy or whatever. There's two people involved. So if you can't do that, just don't be together. It's as simple as that. I just think respect nowadays, people don't respect each other, bro. There's a lot of friends groups that girls are in and shit, bro. They don't even respect each other. They hate each other. They're just like fake with one another all the time. And they're just doing what they want to get what they want, blah, blah, blah. Like it's insane. This world's insane. And this is why you have to have a tight circle. People you can trust. And leave it at that. But anyways, guys, yeah, shit's gotten bad today. It's ugly as hell. And this is where we at, bro. That's it. And all we can do is keep doing the work we're supposed to do and let time do its thing. All my information is in the description box below. My email, website, Instagram. You guys know where to find me. God willing, God bless, and we'll see y'all at the top.